Now, the Prime Minister is predicted to cut stamp duty in the government's mini-budget tomorrow. Liz Truss hopes to drive economic growth by helping more people to get on the property ladder.
Well, let's talk to Jonathan Rolande, head of the National Association of Property Buyers, who joins us now. Good to see you this morning. So we are expecting some pretty bold moves tomorrow, and certainly the stamp duty is pretty bold. It costs a lot of money, in effect.
It does.
Will it have an impact if it happens?
It depends how it's done. It has to be done, I think, very carefully, or we do risk just seeing yet more inflation in the property market. I think that by targeting stamp duty, you can use a sort of carrot and stick approach. The stick of trying to deter perhaps investor buyers from outbidding first-time buyers, and the carrot for first-time buyers and people buying to actually occupy the property. So it's a very delicate situation and it needs to be handled very carefully.
And of course, investor buyers are the sort of buyers that I suppose Liz Truss would be wanting, though, because these are the sorts of people she's trying to attract to the UK, and arguably those, investors are the ones that can stoke growth. But as you say, all of this can very easily lead to inflation, which causes things like we're expected to see at midday today, interest rate rises, which translate into mortgage prices just being unaffordable.
Absolutely, yes. I mean, it's really very much a two-tier market at the moment. So you've got the people, the withs and the withouts at the moment. So you've got people with capital, with inherited wealth or investment funds or their own property, and they're able to buy left, right and centre at the moment. And first-time buyers are really struggling to be able to compete with that.
Well, you could target this. I mean, presumably this is... I know targeting is sometimes difficult, but if you can target things, say target a stamp duty holiday for first-time buyers and pensioners, perhaps, that would make a big difference and free up some of those larger houses that maybe pensioners want to get out of.
Absolutely, yeah. I've been calling for this for some time through the association, and it would be great if we do see that tomorrow. I think that making a zero ban for pensioners who are moving down market and perhaps losing one or two bedrooms from their property would encourage them to move. At the moment, a pensioner will have to pay just like anybody else. Maybe if they buy at $350,000, say, an average sort of price, they're looking at $7,500 in stamp duty. So by wiping that out, that would encourage them to move and free up much-needed bedrooms for families and normal buyers.
Yeah, and there is so much pent-up demand, isn't there? And, we have a growing population and we have a shortage of houses in this country, and it is an never-ending problem.
It really is, I'm afraid, and stamp duty is just one part of it. And by targeting it, we can alleviate some of that difficulty, but it's certainly not the silver bullet that's going to fix the broken property market at the moment.
Is there a silver bullet?
I wish I knew. I think that it's numerous things, unfortunately. It's not one thing. So it's stamp duty, tax incentives, and also building. We need to increase supply as well. So it's multifaceted, really. But stamp duty is a good place to start. And there are other things that I hope that might be in the budget. Landlords have taken a real bashing lately in terms of regulation, legislation, tax changes. And a lot of that pain has been passed on to tenants as well, so with increased rents and so on. So I think that by being a little bit more landlord-friendly to those who already own a property, we'll see an improvement.
It's interesting because that's very much reliant on landlords being good landlords, isn't it? And if they get a better deal, passing that better deal on.
Yes, it is. I would say, in my experience, most landlords are good landlords. I mean, we hear about the bad ones, but we don't hear about the good ones. And I think that by offering, for example, a tax incentive to enhance the amount of insulation that they might fit, for example, so you could say, well, rather than giving you 100% tax relief on insulation works, we'll give you 125% or something along those lines. It would encourage them then to improve their tenant's property, saving the tenants money on fuel bills.
OK. Jonathan, really good to talk to you. Thank you very much.
Thank
indeed.
Thank you.